Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. Many health concerns don't start with a major event. They begin with small, easily overlooked changes that can be missed or dismissed over time. Today we're talking about the early warning signs to watch for and why I'm fine isn't always the full story. Joining us now to tell us a bit more about it is Rachael Rivero. Rachael, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Of course, I'm pretty guilty about this. I feel like, if I have a headache or something, I'm always like, it's whatever, I'm just tired. But sometimes, for others, it can be something serious. And why is this just a common thing?
So we all do that. I'm just as guilty as anyone else. It's just really easy to put things to the side and overlook it. We're busy. We don't want to bother people. Older people, oftentimes it's, I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to be a burden. Or, those healthcare providers are busy. I don't want to call and bother them. Yeah. But it's really, really important because it's those small little warning signs the body's giving us that often lead up into a bigger problem. And so if we take action sooner and we're more proactive, then oftentimes we can prevent those bigger problems that lead up to things like hospitalizations.
Yeah, and I know sometimes, it's easy to lie to some people about how you're feeling,
Absolutely.
But I'm sure your caregivers, family, those people can notice it right away, right?
Yeah, the people who see you on a regular basis, that day to day, who kind of see your normal, often pick up on those small, subtle changes the fastest because you're probably trying to lie to them. You're like, I'm fine. But really they are like, no, this isn't normal for you. And it can be things like you just seem more tired. You're not up and moving as well as you normally do. Maybe it's memory changes that they're noticing, small, subtle things. Those are definitely harder for someone to pick up on themselves until they get worse. And so other people often notice it. But we also just naturally adapt ourselves. So if you're not feeling well, maybe you'll just take it easy and you'll always rationalize it. So, I'm just getting older, or I'm tired, or I did a lot yesterday. We can always find a reason, but it's watching for those trends. So it can be, like I said, being a little more tired and fatigued. It can be not thinking as clearly. It can even be little things like dizziness, weight fluctuations, just not keeping up with things as well, whether that's medications or household chores, those kinds of things. And it's usually not just one, it's a compilation of things. And so if we pay attention to those and those caregivers and loved ones who notice it first, bring attention to it and say, no, this isn't okay. We need to address this sooner as opposed to later. That's how we prevent those from becoming those bigger problems. It all just kind of snowballs if we ignore it.
Yeah. And whether you're a family member or a caregiver or someone, that is going through these, I'm fine things, where are some places where they can just reach out for resources?
So definitely always healthcare providers, primary care or specialists, depending on what the problem is. But that's where resources like Kansas Care Connect can come in with our care coordination team. So their nurse care managers were available essentially 24/7. And so you can always call. And it's a great resource so that you don't feel like you're bothering your busy healthcare providers that are in the office seeing a bunch of people. And so we're there, we're available to talk on the phone and just walk through, hey, should I be concerned about this? But also where like our remote monitoring program comes in, where we can kind of help watch those fluctuations, those blood pressures, those weights, and see those trends. Because one high reading or one off measurement doesn't necessarily cause all the alarm bells. It's watching those trends over days to weeks. And you've got a nurse watching that in real time who can intervene for you a little bit sooner too. We always check with you first, hey, how are you feeling? And if we get the I'm fine, we try to dig a little deeper. And then we'll help report that onto the healthcare providers and intervene. And that's really how our service helps support people with chronic conditions. As we intervene faster, we get on top of it faster to try to prevent those from snowballing and becoming bigger major events.
All right. Well, thank you, Rachael, for sharing all the details on this.
Absolutely.
As always.
Yes,
of course.
thank you.
And we have the information and more details along with this interview at cake.com/guests. We'll be right back.